in our pre-made divisions. But we are going to see right off the bat, you do see Minnesota knows exactly what they need to set up and defend for, and they do a fantastic job. They shut down the lakeside push, and they pick up all the kills they need on P1, so right off the bat, Cleveland is going to be forced to spawn out. As you can see, the push is coming in towards P1. The gunfights are going to be going down every which way. Brawlic is going to be set up here in the tire position. Hill is going to go over to Cleveland just to start it off here, but instead he is going to turn around, spin around. He's going to pick up that kill, and that's going to be Minnesota stretching a bit of a lead here to start this one off. 10 points and counting.
You do see Minnesota, they're trying to hold this spawn for P1 and P2. They're not overextending. You do see Cleveland, I'm not sure if they're actually trying to flip the spawn or not, or if they're trying to hold it down, but Minnesota has done a really, really good job of holding the spawn. You have that early rotation for P2. So far, you have a lot of momentum from Minnesota.
Yep, we are going to see Minnesota. The Hill 2 is going to pop, and Moj is on a 5-kill spree, starting at 5-0. Caribou starting 4-0. So a big hot start coming out of here from Minnesota as their team is on a 10-kill spree. As Trent is working his way around the back here, he's going to cut off both. He's going to cut Moj's kill streak off. Crazy Caribou is going to be on his 5. But the spawns are now set up with Cleveland in the back here at P2 with the preferred side. They're going to shut down Crazy Caribou as well, so no streaks are going to be coming into play here. And Cleveland's nicely set up.
Minnesota spawning out. Cleveland, they knocked them out of that hard point. However, Minnesota, it's almost like they kind of walked away from that hard point a little bit early. But they're setting themselves up for P3 and P4 for spawns. And look at their spread right now. Absolute, just I think it's brilliant lockdown of that map. You do have what is it, Brawlic? He is watching that, kind of extended out a little bit, watching that mid-map cutoff point. Really, really good strategy on their part.
Yep, we are going to have, well, you do see Minnesota is going to be set up here for the P3 rotation. 40 seconds, well, it is just about popped right now, 45 seconds. The push is going to be coming in from Cleveland, though. They're all hitting from mid. As Crazy Caribou is going to go big. He's going to pick up 2 inside the hill. He's going to get shut down by Fladulant Monkeys, who will get caught by Brawlic from behind. So you're going to have Minnesota is going to be picking up all this time, as once again the mid push from Cleveland is going to come in, and they're going to hit from all 3 entrances here. As Terenz and Fladulant both pick up kills, they're going to start pushing towards Moja in the back here.
I loved that coordinated push by Cleveland. I mean, it was synchronized. It was almost like they practiced that, and they caught Minnesota in an absolute kill zone. They didn't know which way to look, and they actually were able to drop them quickly, take that hard point back, get some much needed points, and close this to less than a 20-point game as we go into P4.
You know, Moja was on another 6 kill sprees, 11-3. Crazy Caribou's 10-3 to open this up. So Minnesota's guns are just, they're hot. They came in hot and ready. They shot their like 2,000 bots or whatever the heck people do nowadays before this. And he is ready to go.
I will say, even though there is a little bit of a deficit of KD right now, Cleveland has done a fantastic job of just organization, kind of that technical approach and rotating early. They have also capitalized on Minnesota maybe giving up some of those hard points a little on the early side, and they're using that to their advantage. And you know, I know a lot of people call it scraps, but in my opinion, you know, you can win a game on scraps. So I see the advantage there. Right now, you do have Cleveland. They're doing a really good job of kind of just jumping in, causing a lot of chaos for Minnesota. They're not able to flip that spawn. However, going into P1, Cleveland is going to want to maintain their current spawn.
Yep, we are going to have, well, Cleveland is actually very pushed up on the map right now. They are going to save their spawns, but I think a second later, and Emoja would have actually flipped them out. But instead, they do manage to save it. Minnesota is now going to be the ones who are responsible for pushing all the way over to the back. But you do see number 8 on the minimap. Number 1, Moja, has snuck by. I'd love to see him go into the back. Instead, he's looking for a flank here to pick up players. He's going to pick up 2. He's going to find a 3rd inside the hill. But that'll be spawns for Minnesota, as Cleveland is going to be forced to spawn over at P3, and they're going to make the trek across the map.
Minnesota slowly ticking that time towards the 250 mark. Cleveland playing really organized, but they got a lot of ground to make up. They got to play a little bit more aggressive and try to work those spawns. I think right now, I mean, Minnesota, they do have a little bit better KD if you're kind of comparing them side by side, but I think really more importantly is they're working those spawns. You know, they know what's important on this map and they capitalize on it and just absolutely shutting them down.
Yep, excellent job here as Minnesota is going to stretch the lead to almost 100 points now. As you do see, Crazy Care Bear is going to be locking down this side of the map as he's going to find 3 players facing him. He is going to drop. This is going to be a big lake push coming in from Cleveland, but here's T-Dub standing tall. He's going to only find 1 though before he gets shut down. Brawlik's going to be the next one up. A big 2-piece there out of Brawlik as he's going to get both of the players. He's going to shut it down, and that's going to be a solid amount of hill time going over to the Minnesota Floppers.
Cleveland position favorably right now with their spawns. They've got to hang on to it for P3 and P4 if they want a chance at victory here.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're going to see Cleveland is going to be set up on P3. Number 7, Terens, has got to make his way back to that back rock to hold the spawns, but Cleveland has to go huge here. Minnesota just crossed the 200-point mark. So Cleveland, you need a full 60 basically on this hill to make it happen. Terens is going to be all the way in the back here. He's going to spot Care Bear. He's going to find him. As the contest is coming in right now inside the hill. As Toph is not going to pick that up. He gets caught from behind by Brawlik. As here comes the streak's going to fly in from Moja. As I believe he did end up picking streaks up. He is 26 and 7 right now. So fantastic play out of him.
Minnesota can just barely not win. They're going to be just short of victory if I'm doing my math right in my head on this hill. Positioned really well. Absolutely dominating this map so far. And again, as I said before, it's that spawn. You know, this map is very, very important. You got to play those spawns. You got to take that from your opponent. And Minnesota has done it every time they've gone for that favorable spawn, and a lot of times you see one team, they give up kind of one spawn and they play one side, but every single time you see once P3 that rotation goes, Minnesota's already working that spawn to get that favorable for P3 and P4.
Yep, but you can see Minnesota is set up here with 10 seconds to go. Cleveland's got to make their way into this hard point fast as 3 go down for Minnesota actually, but the player that's inside the hill, T-Dub, is still there. He's finally going to get shut down. 2 seconds to go. Cleveland has to play a perfect game here on out.
You know, we could have a St. Petrograd from Modern Warfare Season 1. I think it went to 249, and they were about 40 points down, 50 points down, and actually brought it back.
Just onto the point, and that's going to be it. Minnesota's going to take map number 1, 250 to 99. So 100-point clubbing Cleveland Misfires.
Hey, it happens.
As we're gonna Mojo with his kill spree here. He had several 5-6 sprees over the course of this game as he's gonna catch 4 on this kill cam. So great play out of him, 100%. You can't lock down, say, like the A Street with a sniper anymore. Or if you're just kind of watching crosses overall and you can just catch a player that's sliding across or something like that, that is no longer available to the snipers. So you gotta change it up. I think that's why a lot of teams are going to like a 3 SMG style on this map.
Yep.
It's definitely increasing the pace of the overall gameplay. Overall rounds is just speeding up. As you can see right out of the gate here, look at this. Toph picks up 2 inside the plane, but 2 get traded back. So it's going to be a 2-on-2. Brawlik and Crazy Care Bear versus Toph and Terens. Toph was spotted from behind. He's actually going to pick that up. Toph with 3 on the round. Crazy Care Bear knows he's in that position, and he has shot to reveal himself. But the bomb is on the ground. So Care Bear does have a 1v2 to work with here in front of him. But Toph is on pace for the ace right now. There's a fantastic spin around there. But Crazy Care Bear, 40 seconds on the clock. He has enough time to play this slowly. You do see the 2 players from Cleveland are actually very split up, so this will give Crazy Care Bear 2 1v1s to work with, if he's able to catch him out individually.
I mean, Crazy Care Bear, he is absolutely taking his time, working his way around, trying to find him, and Cleveland doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're waiting for him to come to them.
So down goes 1. That's going to be Cleveland taking round 1. As we're going to have the opening Toph with a great 3-piece inside the plane as he gets both of these guys. And I guess so. This is going to be a pretty extended, as I believe, I'm not sure who it was behind him, but somebody was running up behind him. here, and following him the whole way was Brawlick. Yeah, Brawlick saw him back at the stairs, and then had to chase him all the way back, and then doesn't even get the kill for it.
He probably has that Turtle Beach mix amp up. You heard those footsteps coming in.
The weapons real quick, it's 4 ARs on the Minnesota side, versus 2 SMGs now and 2 ARs for Cleveland. So that's very interesting, actually, to see that many ARs coming out of Minnesota. It doesn't look like, I mean, you can see from their positioning, none of them are in the plane. They're not even bothering with the close engagements here. They're spread out. They're trying to look around. And this is actually going to give a free bomb plant over to Cleveland as the push is going to come in. Toph's going to pick up another 2. He's 5-0 to open this up. As well, right as I say that, he dies. So, sorry. Cast a curse there. But the bomb is down on the ground. It's going to be Crazy Care Bear once again in the 1v3. Working his way around the back. He's going to get spotted. Shots are going to go down. It's going to be Juan. So Cleveland up 2-0 to start this one off. As Toph again will play the round with this 2-piece here at the top of the stairs. I'm not sure how much I like that positioning from Minnesota. Their 4AR setup makes sense that you're not going to place a player inside of the plane. But I feel like you need to put one in that back, you know where the door is by the stairs? Where you can hide behind the seats and look down the plane near the B-bomb site. They need to have one player there, I think, for this to work out. Because instead,
my problem with it was, I don't think you should go long range on defense here, especially considering how often you see that B bomb site push, and now you've got to go in after them. And I think really the biggest disadvantage there was they lost the initiative. They had to go in after them, and Cleveland was already down. Right now we do have a 3v2 going on. Minnesota does have a little bit of an advantage. I think we have a bit of a B bomb site push. They may wheel around though, seeing as A is maybe possibly not protected.
Yep, you do see Brawlick with the bomb is going to be rotating his way here over towards A. One player from Cleveland is in tube, and the other one is in the back. He's actually going to get spotted here. Brawlick did see him in the end. Gunlock is going to throw a nade in there. But it doesn't look like he's going to try... Well, he is going to try to get this bomb down. Gunlock is going to retreat. But on the other side, it's now a 2v1. Gunlock in the last alive for his team.
Minnesota in really good position here. They outnumber them, and they did get the bomb planted. Again, if they play it smart, they just got to watch that bomb because Gun, he has to go to them.
Yep, Gunlock did find Moja in the plane, so Brawlick is now in the 1v1, and he's going to hop around the corner here. Gunlock's...
Oh!
So he's going to clutch up the 2v1, pick up 3 in the round, and get the defuse.
Gunwalk just walking all over him. I love it. There,
He just flies around the corner. Honestly, I thought he had him. I was like, okay, he knows he's coming probably. But Gunwalk just flies around, soaring through the air, and picks it off. So great play out of him. 3K in the round. As he extends once again. Cleveland is now up on their 3rd straight round. Minnesota, despite all that momentum from the first map, Cleveland looks like they fully regained.
I'd like to touch on right now, Toph, he's 6-2 right now. He's triple positive.
Yep, definitely leading the way for his team right now as well. I mean, you have Gunwalk picking up 3 in that round alone. So he single-handedly pulled that round out for Cleveland. As Moja's going to pick up first blood, Toph is going to get shut down, so he's no longer triple positive. Unfortunate. Flatty-White Monkey's actually to plant the bomb on this table. I don't think Minnesota's aware. Brawlick's going to get picked by Gunwalk. And this is a bit strange because from directly behind Flatulent, you can shoot through the plane. I believe if you aim that, you can see him through the plane, or I don't know if that was a glitch that's been fixed. But that used to be a thing back at the very beginning of this game.
Well, it's Moja popping that stun in there, getting the information, which was critical, kind of pushing in and clearing out that bomb.
As we are going to have, well, Crazy Camera is going to pick up another one onto Terrence, or excuse me, T-Dub. And that's going to be the last one. So I believe it's a 2v3 retake coming out of Minnesota. I kind of lost track of the player numbers there. Minnesota's going to find their first round.
Hey!
Yeah, it's interesting because I'm not actually sure if they fixed that where you could see through the plane. It's like a solid plane wall, but you get the you can see the player's name tag if you aim at it,
What
and
is
then you
that?
just wall bang them through it.
What is the camo that Brolic is using? Which
This is
shows how little I'm actually
Dark
able to
Matter.
play. Oh man,
Dark Matter, I think it's
that's,
called.
That's
The
slick,
Zombies
man.
Dark Matter. That is quite the grind for that. As well, that's a big front push actually. Toff is gonna go down, but it's gonna be like a traded 2 back as both Flatnewin and Toff drop. So this is gonna be full plane control over in favor of Minnesota. I want to see them get this bomb down though. Nades are gonna fly in. Brock's gonna get caught. We're in a 2v2 now, a 2v1. Gunwalk and Terence have fought this one all the way back. It's now just Crazy Care Bear, and he's nowhere near the bomb.
In a very precarious position right now.
Yep, as you can see, Cleveland, their 2 players are just going to be tag teaming up as they wander around the map here, trying to watch each other's backs. Terence is going to poke out. He's going to stay alive, play his life. As Crazy Care Bear knows approximately what to expect. He is going to see Gunwalk. He is going to pick him off. It's going to be Terence now in the last alive. And Care Bear knows he's somewhere in this general vicinity. As he's actually
he catches him off guard.
Catch him. The pistol shots are going to come out, and that's the 2nd round in Minnesota.
Crazy Care Bear coming in clutch.
As well, that's I think that's the 3rd 1v2, 1v3 scenario that Care Bear has been dropped into over the course of this game, and he finally picks one up. So that's a 2nd round. So after 3 straight by Cleveland, we're gonna have 2 fought back right by Minnesota.
Some real solid play out of Minnesota. I think they're going into the 4th round. They're down, what, 3-0, and they're coming back.
Yep, this is going to be Cleveland on the attack. It is going to look like a full A Street hit here. As you can see, all the players is running straight down here. Unfortunately, you're not going to have any smokes to cover you, but Toff's going to pick up first blood and second blood. He drops 2 players. He's going to be looking for a 3rd. Crazy Care Bear is going to pick him up instead, though. Flatnewin's going to try to get this bomb down, but I think Moja just caught his head. Down he goes. So Care Bear is... Oh, they're both dead. Never mind.
And down goes the dominoes. They dropped real fast.
As Toff with his 3rd 2-piece, I think, kill cam of this game. He's getting all of them.
Well, I hope your internet is at least your mic is starting to cut out a little bit.
Nope.
Actually,
That's not good.
Nope, you're sounding better now.
I was looking back, I think, from my microphone, and
don't scare me like that.
Noise suppression be coming in big.
That looks like a pretty solid A bomb site push by Minnesota. Minnesota.
Yep, Terence is going to be there in 2B. He's going to get caught, though. T-Dub's going to drop him for first blood and stay alive. No trade available. So Cleveland's 3 players inside the plane have got some work cut out for them now, as they do even it up. Although 1 is going to go down as well. So 3v2, bomb is going down. And T-Dub is going to work his way all the way into the back here. He might have been spotted there by... I believe Toff might have seen him from the plane, but nope, Toff is going to drop Flatnewin in the 1v3 and 3v0. He's dead. 3rd round in Minnesota. They're clawing their way back.
3-4 right now going into our 8th match. Cleveland is leading over Minnesota. However, they did have a very early lead over Minnesota. Minnesota's slowly clawing their way back. Some really, really good 3v1s from Care Bear there.
Yep, absolutely, as we are going to have... Minnesota did take the first map, for those of you who missed it. They did end up taking it 250-99 over Cleveland. Cleveland opened this up with 3 straight round wins, but I mean, since then, it's been 3-1 in favor of Minnesota. As you're going to see, the plane push is coming in. Toff is going to be working his way forward here with Care Bears in the back. Brock's going to pick up first blood on a gunwalk. And Brock is trying to kind of push his way up on this plane wing. He's going to come around the corner. Oh, no, he's actually retreated. As everyone's just kind of waiting for someone to make a mistake. As this is a big flank out of T-Dub, actually. He's actually going to get caught off guard. Flatnewin Monkeys will take him down. Even it up. As now the Cleveland players are kind of just tag team up here and start making their way around here. Care Bear's actually up on that back NASA, but Fladulent's gonna pick up one. He's gonna get two. And now the 1v1 versus Care Bear. He has no idea where Care Bear is though. And Care Bear is gonna see him. He's gonna shoot. He's not gonna finish the kill. Monkeys gets away with his life. And that is huge. But I think Care Bear is gonna read this. He's gonna read this rotate. As oh, the Monkeys ran right by him. Monkeys with the, this is a huge play here. If he's gonna come in behind Care Bear, he knows he's here.
Oh my gosh!
Saw the gun barrel, and that was a big brain. That was a big brain right there. As Monkeys with this massive two-piece here inside the plane. But yeah, that was a massive play. I thought he was gonna go straight for that plant on A. And then, like, Care Bear was in a perfect position to stop that. And I think Care Bear was also confused when he peeks and goes, hey, that's, there's no one here. Because we are going to be heading into map point now for Cleveland. As Brolic is going to be posted up here. It does look like Brolic has swapped consistently between the Krieg and the 74U over the course of this map. So I'm very curious as to what's triggering the changes, I guess, where the teams decide, oh, we're going to go multiple ARs, multiple SMGs.
Sometimes mid-match, you just, or mid-series, you just need to switch up the class. Maybe it's not feeling right.
As well, the push is coming out. Torrens is going to pick up one. He is going to get away. Care Bear is going to be the last alive now in the 1v1 versus Torrens now. Care Bear is always in these situations.
Care Bear kind of getting away with his life there. I thought he was caught out in the open.
Yep, Torrens is all the way in the back here. There's 20 seconds to go. So Torrens really just has to wait out Care Bear here, because Care Bear at some point has to go for the bomb plant. Torrens might get some really good timing here. He's not actually. Care Bear's going to get away. The shots are going to go down. He doesn't finish the kill. Care Bear's going to hop up on top of the crate. Torrens has to chase. And he has no idea where he's gone now. As well, he's going to drop him, catches him out. And that is going to be the map win for Cleveland, as we are going to see a map 4 today. It's Gunwalk with the very nicely played in the 1v1 there. As Torrens, I think, picked up 2 in this round, or I could be completely wrong here. Oh, just barely sees the top of his head.
Really good playing by Minnesota there, coming back when they were down. They were not ultimately able to secure the win, but ultimately fantastic playing by both teams.
And I think that was I mean, that was a great reset too from Cleveland after going down 250 to 99 in the hard point, and they came right back swinging with the 3 straight rounds. No idea where Care Bear, and then they just kind of let it go, and they didn't stop. So honestly, they just didn't take their foot off the gas pedal. Crazy Care Bear was in a ridiculous number of 1vx situations over the course of that map. It's like his teammates are probably going like, Are you just gonna sit in the back the whole time or something? Because like everybody else dies, and then he's just the last alive in whatever his teammates have left him in. So that repeated over and over and over again. And he clutched up a couple times, but you can't expect him to do it all the time.
So we go into map 3. We have Garrison Control, my favorite.
Not your favorite map.
My favorite. Any predictions here as far as player breakdown and kind of what we've seen so far?
I mean, in the respawns, it does look like Minnesota is definitely the better coordinated team, I think, off of that. They did have the gun skills and everything. As I am hearing that we are going to have a replay here. So we are going to have Senor going to throw it up on stream for us.
Gonna get that
momentarily.
Super awesome
I don't know if I queued him fast enough. But there's going to be Care Bear in the 1v1 versus Fladulent here, as we're going to see replay here again. As Care Bear, yeah, makes it, and he times this almost perfectly. But Flatulent, instead of going for the bomb plant with 8 seconds to go, this was ballsy actually, because he had to basically hope that he was here. As he does pick him up on the end there, he had to. Yeah, that was a ballsy play. This was like the Senior last second clutch. I am going to predict that we're not going to see an offensive round win unless it's by kills, and we'll get maybe one of those. So I'm gonna make the call. I'm gonna say it's 3-1. There's gonna be one offensive win on kills.
Okay.
This is gonna be my prediction for this game. As for who it's gonna go in favor, I'm gonna say Minnesota will win 3-1.
T-Dub catching Monkey completely off guard there, coming through that little vent area.
Yep, is right there. Well, 3 went down for Cleveland. They're finally gonna pick one up on Minnesota, but Crazy Care Bear 2-0 to start this one off. As you can see, he's pushed, or Moja, excuse me, is pushed up all over in, I don't even know what people call it these days. Tunnel?
Hangar?
Storage, hangar. There's a whole bunch of things. Care Bear's 4-0 to start off. He picks up another 2 on the B street. He's still going. He's 5-0.
Yeah, Moja's in a really good position. However, it looks like Monkeys is going in after him, trying to push him out, and he is successful.
They're finally going to pick him off. T-Dub's in this corner. They know he's there as well, but you can see just the positioning overall as well. There you go. Care Bear's finally going to get shut down. No streaks for him. Or actually, he might have. He got to 6 kills. I don't recall if it's 6 or 7 kills that gets you the artillery. But Cleveland is going to pick up progress at B. As they did get that wave of kills, and that did afford them some map control here. As Flatulent's off to a 5-3 start, so a hot start from him as well. As Top's going to hop on this, it is going to be contested by Brawlic, who's sitting in lights. These guys are just prone, honestly. They're not even bothering to look at each other. As Trends knows someone's below him here. He's got 9 in the chamber. 9 is all he needs. Honestly, it gives me so much anxiety when someone's wandering around with like 7 bullets in their gun. It's like, why are you not reloading? Why are you...
Reload OCD. And you sit there, you'll sit there with 5 rounds in your magazine, and then the second you decide to reload, you could be waiting 20 minutes, and that's when they decide to round the corner.
It's Call of Duty timing. As Top's going to work his way in towards lights, there's going to be 2 players there. As he is somehow going to stay alive here. I don't know how, but he is alive, and 2 players are going to be here. He's going to get caught finally by Care Bear. Progress did come in, so a second tick onto B here. And there's barely any time. Monkeys has to dive in there. He does with 0.2 on the clock. As it's still going to be contested by all these players here. Monkeys just trying to stay alive because the moment he dies is when they're going to lose a point. He's still there. Cleveland is now out of respawns. He's finally going to go down. And there's Minnesota with the first offensive round.
Well, you're off to a good start. You said no offensive win 3-1, correct?
I said 3-1. It's going to be 1 offensive win. And it'll be on lives. It won't be a cap.
What's your reasoning behind that? You just think the team's pretty evenly matched up? They're not going to let the caps go down?
I think it's matched up, but I also think Minnesota's guns are definitely a lot more lively in the respawns from what we saw in the hardpoint. And I mean, it is 2 small maps. Hey, it says average damage around. I didn't actually know that was a thing. Oh, that's this. I learned something new today. But yeah, based on the play, like, I think Minnesota is the better respawn team. So you gotta hope that Cleveland has to steal the hard point, probably, in order to force a game 5 and then win the S&D. Is what I would expect this series to go. As you can see, Moja is looking for Monkeys there. Monkeys is gonna fall. And that's going to be progress, or most of a tick. Sorry, excuse me. Coming in from Minnesota here over towards B. As Terenz is back there in lights. T-Dub is going to find both of them. Brawlic is going to be pushed up. He's going to find another. That's 3 down for Cleveland. And a 2-life lead for Minnesota.
It looks like Minnesota is able to get that second tick. I think they're going to cap B, and it's going to go to the extra minute with the A control site push. I keep wanting to say A bomb site.
It's not a bomb site in control.
Nope.
As well, the kills are going to come in. It's actually a 4-kill lead right now, currently for Minnesota, and a minute 50 on the clock, so plenty of time to kind of work their way over here as Brawlic is running around right now in the Cleveland spawn. He's going to get caught from behind and shut down, as that's a wave of kills to Cleveland, actually. They just evened up the kill difference. Just like that. But we are going to see Moja is going to be... he's going to find a pick on a Monkeys there. But you do see Cleveland is very heavily entrenched here. You got 2 of their players inside the A point. They're set up and ready. This from Minnesota needs to be a big hit through Cobble. But instead, they are getting shut down. The life count is even. The lead is gone.
It almost looked like Minnesota, they kind of gave up on a massive push in that control point and decided to kind of go for lives there. If you notice, they're working slow that mid-map control, trying to catch them. However, even though Cleveland, they are entrenched, they're still, you know, kind of branching out a little bit, challenge, and they're getting the kills.
Yep. We are going to see Moja is going to drop there as well. So despite the really hot start, Care Bear and T-Dub have both kind of slowed down, 10 and 8 and 12 and 10 respectively. On the other side, Flatty and Monkeys 13 and 9, Gunwalk at 10 and 11. Bit of a slow start from Terenz, but he is making it work, as I think he just has an overall low number of engagements. He's been sitting back and just playing full defense here, as Monkeys is going to be on a 5 kill spree. Curious if he's going to play his life here and try and turn that into streaks. But the time is going to start ticking down. Minnesota went down 6 lives and nowhere near the point, really. So this is probably going to tick over. As well, just I say that, I think they just go flying in here. Terenz is going to get caught from behind as 3 go down from Cleveland. And that is the control point in favor of Minnesota. As progress comes in, 1 tick's going to come through. Cleveland's got to go.
Oh, it's going to come down to the wire here. I think they got it.
They got it! Offensive round win! So I was wrong. I said it was lives. Wasn't lives.
You know, and actually now that I'm looking back on it, you know, hindsight being 2020, I thought maybe Minnesota was kind of playing the more passive game, that they just want to hang out and get those kills. But I actually think what they were doing is they were trying to figure out who was in that control point and keep, you know, slowly try to pick those people off. And then once they know they've outnumbered them, they just absolutely poured in.
Example, we are going to see Cleveland now has to go huge on this. So my prediction is going to be wrong either way, because
that's okay.
If it's a 3-1, well, that means Cleveland won another offensive round, so 2 offensive round wins. That's okay. I tried. I thought it was pretty good to start off. As Gunwalker's going to pick up. Oh, that was actually Crazy Care Bear nading his teammate there, but kill feed is just kind of filling up purple here, and all of Cleveland's kind of forced to respawn across the map. As you already see, Terenz is kind of just rotating back and forth. He knows somebody is back here from Minnesota, but instead he's going to start pushing up, joining his team. They are going to hop onto B to start this one off. The cap's going to start up. There is a player in dark. It's going to be T-Dub. He's going to get found by Terenz there, as Terenz will get caught from behind by Crazy Care Bear. But you can see the positioning on the mini-map. The 2 Minnesota players playing the middle of the map here absolutely beautifully.
Now it looks like you do have the control point B getting cleared out. I think you've got Minnesota kind of locking it down.
Yep, they did actually clear out the 2 players that were playing in the middle, making a mess of the spawns for Cleveland. So Cleveland is going to start marching their way forward here. But honestly, the rotation from Minnesota is they keep rotating a player in behind the Cleveland guys on the point. And it's paying off huge for them as they keep getting the flanks, they keep getting the kills. And well, finally a tick is going to come through for Cleveland, but they're going to get shut down. Excuse me, they're going to get shut down right off of it.
Got to keep it contested, but this looks like it's going to be a potential defensive victory.
Yep, 15 seconds to go. Cleveland's got to get on the point to stop the clock here. As someone is going to hop onto it. Toff is going to start cleaning up, so that's going to be 2 down for Minnesota. So this is your chance to go. And unfortunately, Crazy Care Bear is going to be there for the shutdown, so big 2-piece out of him will probably end the round for his team. As if he did get that 2-piece, that was probably going to be a cap. Instead, it's just Terenz here on the point. Going to be a second player finally, but Brawlic in from behind picks up a 2-piece of his own. And that's going to be it. No one from Cleveland's going to make it there in time. Map 3 is going to go to the Minnesota Floppers.
I think highlighted play there is the very clutch positioning by Care Bear, absolutely shutting it down.
Yeah, there were so many times where the Cleveland or the Minnesota players just hopped up here and caught the Cleveland players from behind, and it just happened again and again. Gonna see if Cleveland's gonna fight one back here, because they need to steal this. Like I said, it was based on what we saw. Cleveland appears to be much more an S&D team, and they have to steal a respawn. And well, you didn't steal the control and you didn't steal the first hard point, so this is what you got. You got to make it happen here and now. As right off the rip, we're going to start on board with Crazy Care Bear. He's going to go straight mid. And this is essentially what I wanted to see. Is you're going to see Cleveland's going to commit 2 players into mid here. Gunwalk is going to be here. Flatty and Monkey's going to pick him off for first blood, though. As I want to see where the spawns are going to come in. You're going to have Minnesota spawning deep inside garage. Top picking up 2 of his own.
As per usual, you do see Care Bear. Look at that. Moving up south. He knows where the action is. He's working his way around. He's going to try to flip that spawn.
There's a split spawn that came in for Minnesota, actually, and they just clean wiped Cleveland off the map. Cleveland now forced into the garage spawn, so like I said, I was curious on how Minnesota was going to do it and get that spawns off the rip. The answer seems to be absolutely destroy Cleveland where they stand. S2W is going to be making his way. Well, Minnesota's actually now been forced to spawn in the back garage, despite Crazy Care Bear all the way back here behind kitchen. I don't know if anyone from Cleveland is really going to be aware of this. Flatty is going to be, thinks he's the farthest one back. Turns out he's not.
Care Bear just always in those positions far back, catching him off guard. I love watching him play.
Because yeah, you are going to see Minnesota is going to be spawning in the basketball court now. So they are going to be set up with these nice kitchen spawns, but despite that, it's an absolute melee inside the kitchen.
It does look like Minnesota is right now holding it a little bit better than Cleveland's able to take it from them. So I think Minnesota's going to get quite a few points on this hard point.
Yep, well, Toph is going to come in with a big kill there. He's looking for a second as well. Gunwalk and Terenz are both going to chime in, actually. Brolix had a 5-kill spree before he got shut down. But that's going to be Cleveland breaking the hill, and right as I say that, here comes T-Dub picking it up, but the rotation is on the garage. Cleveland is the first one here.
Yep, Cleveland shut it down. I think they're going to be able to lock this one down, hopefully make back a little bit of that, the deficit that they have against Minnesota at the moment. But actually, as I say that, it looks like Minnesota, they're kind of waltzing in and clearing them out.
Yep, well, Brolic just went big there with a couple kills of his own, as he's 9-3 to start this one off, and he knows approximately where they should be coming from. He did spot the players there. He's going to put some shots in and just away. And he's now stuck between a player and AC there. I mean, he's going to pick up Monkeys from mid, so his kind of spinning around and rotating through the garage there. Fantastic job of staying alive. Did Brog just kill him through that upper window?
I don't know.
I just saw him jump off the car and then just shoot him through the window.
Well, as we got that early rotation starting to happen, Cleveland seems to be pushing pretty hard. However, I think Crazy Care Bear is kind of doing what he's been doing. Oh, actually, as I say that, he gets shut down. I think Cleveland might get the spawns here.
Well, Cleveland, well, actually, Moja's positioning here might force a full spawn out. Excuse me, Cleveland spawns right there on top of the hill. Scratch everything I just said. Minnesota's going to be forced to spawn poolside. As you can see, a player coming in through the kitchen there on the minimap. Care Bear is going to pick up one before he goes down. So this push is going to be fully front door from Cleveland, or excuse me, from Minnesota as they charge on through. They're going to pick up all the necessary kills. And they're going to... they're approaching about a 70-point lead right now.
KD kind of across the board, with the exception of Brolic, relatively even. I really do think Minnesota, they're taking a lot more of a technical approach. They're manning those spawns, and then also you do have Care Bear, who's constantly flanking, causing issues from behind for Cleveland. And all in all, I just think as a hardpoint team, Minnesota is just playing it better.
Yep, definitely right now, which is kind of, I guess, what we were expecting coming into this map. This Care Bear's going to be set up here on top of P1 already, in a spot that you really couldn't get to before. In Black Ops 2, you couldn't get to that spot. So that's been a new position, I guess, that we've been able to work with in Black Ops Cold War so far. As Mojo's going to work his way in through the back here. I think he picks up 2 big kills there. I think he has to be careful there, though, because it is going to force a spawn out as well. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're just going to kill everybody in sight. As out a 4 kill spree. Cleveland, though, now has the preferred spawns for P2. So Flatty1's going to soar on in. He's going to get chopped down. T-Dub is going to get shot in response as Mojo's posted up now here on side of the top. As 2 players are actually here from Minnesota, already set for P1. And Cleveland is just getting shut down left, right, and center.
Yeah, Minnesota, they're going to have that P1 lockdown. I mean, it does look like... actually, does Cleveland still have spawns for P2? Or is there? I think there may be a little bit of
it does look like there's
going.
some split spawns going in. They are going to be spawning now garage, so Cleveland did lose the spawns off of that hill. Minnesota is going to be set up here for both P1 and P2. 182-69 is the current scoreline and counting. As Toph is going to charge on in. It is going to be contested. Shots are going to go down the left, right, center. And at the end of it, we're still contested, actually. It's going to be Gunwalk and Crazy Care Bear left inside the hill. Care Bear is going to get pushed. He is going to go down. But if you're Minnesota, I mean, you can afford to give up these last 20 seconds and just set up for P2. You have your setup. You have a 100-point lead.
We have
So
seen
obviously,
teams
like,
come
you have
back
time.
from bigger deficits, though, within this league. Minnesota is positioned really well, and they have been just demonstrating...
3-pieced in the kill feed there.
I missed that. I wish we would have been able to catch that one. Yeah, I have seen teams come back from bigger deficits. However, I just think Minnesota, when it comes to hardpoint, I think they're just a much more coordinated hardpoint team.
Yep, the kill feed is just all Minnesota right now. As they just have this one on lock. As T-Dub, unfortunate timing, is going to have a nade in his hand as he pulls it out. Care Bear's going to be the next up inside as everyone's just kind of going every which way inside kitchen. Care Bear's on a 5 kill spree here and almost shoots his teammate to top it all up. That's going to be a front door hit here from Cleveland as they all come soaring in. Everybody just flies on through into the kitchen, and at the end of the day, Cleveland does not break, and they're going to lose the rotation to P3. They just can't catch a break.
Yeah, this might be it for Cleveland. Minnesota, they don't have much more to go going into P3 garage. It's kind of just positioned well. They can kind of sit back, let Cleveland come to them. They don't need much more. They're 6 seconds out from victory.
Yep, it's going to be 3-2. It's going to take down. The contest is in at the last second, but it's not going to be enough. Minnesota Floppr are going to take it 250-91.